The river near Winter Creek always looked peaceful. Too peaceful. The problem wasn't the water. The problem was who was swimming against the current. My name is Sarah Brooks. I lived there for 9 days. And if I had known what would happen, I would have never stepped off that bus. The first to disappear was Lawrence, the old fisherman. Everyone knew him. He left at dawn in his boat. They found it a day later, shattered, overturned. And then they found his body, headless. On his palm, carved deep into the flesh, were the words, "I saw his face." I asked the man renting me the cabin what it meant. He just said, "Don't look at the river after sunset. And don't go near it when the surface is still. That's when he's close." I thought he was joking. Until the next night. I heard water splashing. Even though there was no water nearby. Just grass. And breathing, right behind me. 3 days later, the schoolteacher, May Bennett, went missing. They found her at the pier, standing knee-deep in the river, facing away. When they turned her around, she was already dead. Eyes gone. Her face twisted in absolute terror. And next to her in the sand, carved with fingernails, "I was watching him." People started leaving Winter Creek. But not all. Some walked toward the river. At night, they said they heard a voice calling from beneath the surface. A whisper, long and drawn out. "Look!" Those who followed it never returned. On the 7th night, I went to the river myself. I just wanted answers. The water turned to glass, still as a mirror. And then, a face surfaced below me. Pale, eyeless, mouth open like a drowned man. I couldn't move. It smiled. Next was Zach Hudson, a teenager. He was filming himself by the water, laughing. They found his body downriver. Skin flayed off completely. Bones exposed. His phone was still recording. In the last video, he stares into the water, freezes, and whispers, "He's in my head." Then the sound of cracking bones. And the video ends. The village went quiet. No birds. No wind. Only the river. Only him. I tried to leave. The bus never came. Phone was dead. No signal. No internet. On the shore, I found a soaked note. "As long as you're not looking, he swims toward you." I didn't sleep for 3 days. Light didn't help. Every night he came closer. One night I opened my eyes and saw a hand resting on my window. Gray. Long. With claws. I screamed. But no one heard. The whole village felt abandoned. Today, I heard water inside my house. I opened the door. And the hallway was flooded. Even though I was on the 2nd floor. Wet handprints on the walls. I went to the mirror. Behind me, him. Dead face. Smiling. If you found this, don't go to the river. And never look against the current. Because he's there. And he's waiting. Never pitch your tent in the desert if you don't know whose footprints were there first. My name is Ryan Drake. There were 4 of us, me, my girlfriend Ashley, her brother Tom, and his girlfriend Nicole. Just a weekend trip, far from the city. No phones. No people. Just stars, sand, and silence. We found an old campsite on GPS. Someone had been there long ago. Everything looked dead. One dried-up tree, a pile of stones, and a half-buried tent. Next to it, a scorched piece of paper. If you hear breathing, don't move. Laughter. Marshmallows. Campfire. Too perfect. At midnight, I walked behind a dune to pee, and heard breathing. Slow. Deep. Like someone was exhaling under the sand. Then, something shifted beneath my feet. Like it was crawling just below the surface. I froze. Said nothing. Went back to the tent. Told myself I was tired. In the morning, Ashley saw it first. Bare footprints in the sand, right next to our tents. Heavy, deep imprints. But the strangest thing? They didn't lead to the tents. They started from the ground and walked into the dunes. Tom laughed it off, said someone was messing with us. Nicole didn't laugh. The second night was silent. Too silent. No wind. And the fire went out on its own. Then we heard it again. Breathing. Faint at first. Then right outside our tent. The sand began to move, like something was rising. We scattered. Nicole ran into her own tent. Seconds later, she screamed. We rushed over and saw her tent being sucked into the ground. Something was pulling it down. I grabbed her hand, cold, Sandy. But it slipped away. She vanished, swallowed by the desert. 3 of us left. No cell signal. GPS frozen. The map gone. Tom panicked. Took off running toward a distant ridge. We found him an hour later. Flat on his back. Eyes gone. Mouth frozen in a scream. Carved into his forehead. He was watching. Ashley and I hid inside one tent. She trembled the whole night. At one point, she whispered, "He's saying my name." I heard nothing. But she did. A few minutes later, I fell asleep. And when I woke up, she was gone. I searched for her. Screamed until my throat cracked. Then footsteps. Soft. Bare. I ducked behind a boulder. And from the dunes, it came. A human shape. But not human. No face. Skin shifting, like sand moved inside it. It walked slowly, right toward me. I remembered the note. If you hear breathing, don't move. So I lay still. Face in the burning sand. Eyes half closed. It stopped 2 meters away. And began to breathe. Long, deep. Low. I didn't blink. Didn't even swallow. Eventually, it walked away. I survived. For one more night. I made it out. Burned. Dehydrated. Alone. Cops didn't believe me. No bodies. No tents. Nothing. A month later, they found a hiker at the same spot. Dead. Branded across his chest. He told the truth. Since then, I still hear the sand. Even in the city. Even at night. And sometimes, I hear that breathing again. If you ever drive Route 145 in Nevada, and see the sign that says 0 mile, don't stop. Don't check your mirror. And never get out of your vehicle. My name is Aaron Murphy. I'm a long-haul trucker. Been driving solo for years. This story isn't about fatigue. It's not about hallucinations. It's about something real, something on the road. Inside the pavement. At 0 mile. I was hauling electronics from Salt Lake City to Vegas. Smooth ride. Coffee. Podcasts. Easy hours. Then GPS suggested a shortcut. Save 1 hour. An old road showed up, Route 145. It looked cracked but passable. I took it. 20 minutes in, I passed a sign. 0 mile. I thought it was a marker, but then I noticed something. My speedometer froze. And the radio, it only played one sound. Breathing. Slow, heavy breathing, like someone inside the speaker. I turned it off. Then I checked my rearview mirror and saw myself driving right behind me. Same truck, same face, and he was staring into the mirror too. I blinked. Gone. I chalked it up to exhaustion. But then a knock. Right on the passenger window. I nearly crashed into a cactus. Nothing outside. Just heat and silence. Then, the engine stalled. I got out. Not far off, I saw another truck. Just like mine. Same license plate. Same dents. Inside, me. Dead. Hands on the wheel. Eyes wide open. In the rearview mirror, a message. Don't look back. I ran back to my truck. It started instantly. I floored it. 60, 70, 90. But the road never ended. The GPS was frozen, and the speed stayed the same. In the mirror, I saw myself again. Closer. I hit the brakes. I had to know, was I asleep? I stepped into the road. Hot. Cracked. Empty. Then I heard another engine. Behind me. I turned. My truck. Again. And me. Still inside. But this time, he got out. Same face. Same shirt. Same scars. And he was smiling. I ran into the dark. He didn't chase. He just walked. And yet, he was gaining. I hid behind a flip sign. He passed. Still smiling in my direction. Like he knew I was there. When I came back, my truck was brand new. No dust. No scratches. I climbed inside. The radio turned on by itself. A voice. You're him now. The rearview mirror rippled. My reflection began to melt into the seat. Now I drive. Endlessly. Every mile says 0 mile. I've forgotten how long I've been behind the wheel. I don't eat. I don't sleep. I only drive. In the mirror, it's not me anymore. It's someone else. He screams. He wants out. But I'm the driver now. So if you ever see me on the highway, don't pass. Don't wave. And don't check your mirror. Because I'm already looking. At you. I rented storage unit 29. Just a regular storage box on the edge of the city. I was moving, needed a place to stash boxes for a while. No cameras. No alarm system. Dirt cheap. But by the third day, I realized someone had already been inside. I clearly remember placing only my boxes in the corner. But 3 days later, there was a folding cot. On it, a dirty blanket. Footprints next to it. I told the on-site manager. He shrugged and said, "Must have been left from the previous renter." But the lock was mine, and I was the only one with the key. That night I drove over. The door was slightly open, even though I'd locked it tight. No one was inside, but it smelled like sweat, and there was a makeshift curtain, a filthy sheet hung across the back wall. I pulled it aside. Nothing. Except a cup on the floor. Still warm. I brought my action camera and left it running overnight. Next morning I came back. The boxes had been rearranged. My camera was on the ground. Cracked. On the wall, scratched in what looked like rust. I live here. That was the last time I came at night. A week passed. I came back during the day. As I stood outside the door, I heard footsteps. Inside. Slow pacing. Back and forth. I held my breath. Opened the door. No one. But the cup was there again. Still warm. I changed the lock. Bought a brand new one. Didn't come back for a month. Then I got a message. Your unit was accessed. I rushed over. The door was wide open. Inside, all my stuff was gone. Only the cot remained. And on the wall, written in something dark. Now it's your turn. Now I live inside Unit 29. I can't leave. The door won't open. No one hears me. I hear footsteps. But no one speaks. Someone breathes behind the walls. When I knock, they knock back. Sometimes, I see an eye through the crack. If you ever find yourself opening Unit 29, don't step inside. Because we won't both be leaving.